it is not advisable to read the passage. That's what I would like to say. Because under pressure, not easy to understand. And many questions are based on true, false, inference, very difficult to answer. But after that, you have some questions based on misspelled words. I think easy to answer. Then you have pillars. These pillars also almost all easy to answer. Error location, 7 questions. Am I right? But 2 are difficult. Other questions easy to answer. And para jumble also easy to answer. Not a big deal. Overall, you should get 15, between 15 and 20. That is good score. Shall I start the session? The passage, I'm not going to spend a lot of time today, but before we go to the passage, write a few words. We'll spend time on vocabulary based on the passage. First, you write the word chronology. All these words are from the passage, do remember. So what is the first word here? Chronology. This comes from logy, means study. So write the root chrono. Chrono means related to time. So chronology means what? Study of time. Make a note. Chronology, study of time. The next word, have you written this? Please write the word deduce. First you write this, then you write the word deduction. It has 2 different meanings. One goes with maths, but here different meaning altogether. Write the meaning of deduce or deduction. Deduce, verb form, deduction, noun. Please write the meaning. It means come to a conclusion based on facts. Based on some facts, you come to a conclusion. That is known as deduction. Another meaning, not the regular meaning. Have you written the meaning? Write the next word, accurate. Part of speech, adjective. Write the combination as well. Accurate information. Also write accurate news. So what is the meaning of the word accurate? Correct. Write 2 words. One, correct. Also write the word authentic. Is it accurate information? Means what? Is it authentic information? Have you written? Then you write the word precise. Precise means what? Precise information, precise measurement. Means write the word exact. Part of speech, adjective. Precise means exact. In a way, it means correct. There are other words, but when we go to the questions, we will see. As I said, this is a very tough passage. One thing, if you read also, not easy to understand. Under pressure, impossible. Outside the session also, not easy to understand. Keeping that in mind, I am not going to touch many questions. Please go to the 7th question. 7, 8, 9, how many questions on passage? Okay, please go to, let me see. Question number 7. The purpose of the last paragraph of the passage is to. All of you please go to the last line of the passage. It is only one line, it is like a paragraph. Please read that. How does it go? The last sentence, yet the lack of information about other possible factors affecting global climate does not make them unimportant. Underline, does not make them. Lack of information does not make them unimportant. Based on that, you have the options here. So what does it convey? First option, a note of caution. Seems right or wrong? Once you know it is about a caution, you are telling someone to be a little careful or cautious about something. Once you know this is, excuse me, once you know this is the answer, don't think of other options. Save your time. So what is the answer here? The very first option, offer a note of caution, underline note of caution. It is cautioning. No information, it does not mean that it is unimportant. That's what it means. Question number 9, I think you can answer. What is question number 8? I'm sorry. Similar in meaning. Underline the word similar. Similar in meaning to the word enriched. Generally, we say when it comes to English, word power, there's a standard expression. What is it? Enrich your word power. Means what? Improve. But among the options, what is the right word? Very good. Answer is the fourth option. Write the meaning. Enrich or enhance means to improve. To improve. And write the expression enrich your word power. How do you enrich your word power? By reading a lot. Very simple. Please excuse me, I have a bad throat. I have to clear quite often. Bear with it. So only 2 questions you can answer based on this passage. But what are the other options here? The first option, what is it? Enthusiasm. Write the meaning of that. What is the meaning of the word enthusiasm? Interest. Please write interest. Enthusiasm means interest. In fact, there is a saying in English, who is the best teacher? The answer, interest is the best teacher. So write the question, who is the best teacher? Write the answer as well. No, I'm serious. First you write the question, who is the best teacher? Then write the answer, interest is the best teacher. No second thoughts about that. Interest is the best teacher. If you are interested in something, you can learn anything. No one can stop, nothing can stop. What is the second word here? Ensure. Please write the meaning of that. To make sure. Ensure means to make sure that something happens. To make sure that something happens. I think you have already got the word vigor. Vigor means what? Strength. Write the meaning, strength, life. Also write the word life. Not a regular life. Life in the sense, strength, being lively. Vigor. But generally vigor we say strength. Vigor. What is the next word? Enhanced, you got the meaning. And what is the last word here? If you remember, the other day I gave one word. Please write the word ethics. Ethics means what? Values. Ethics, noun, ethical, adjective. Same meaning. Values. Imagine someone has values, someone has ethics. Then we use one expression. Write the expression. It's a sentence, in fact. He is a man of integrity. He is a man of integrity. Integrity has 2 different meanings. One meaning it goes with national integrity. Means what? Being united. But here it has a different meaning altogether. So in this context, what is the meaning of the word integrity? He is a man of integrity means he is a man of values. Please write the meaning. He is a man of values, or he is a man with ethics. He is a man with ethics, or he is a man of values. So only 2 questions you can answer, but others, I don't know how many of you, you haven't read the passage, I suppose. Those who have read the passage, have you answered all the questions or only a few? But do remember, in the exam, a passage like this, take it to the fag end of the session, and also try not to answer questions based on inference, questions based on true, false, questions based on writer's views. What is the reason? To answer these questions, you have to read the passage meticulously, not once, twice, thrice. Do you get so much time? I don't think so. Now we'll go to the second set. What are these about? Either misspelled or inappropriate. Easy to answer. The very first one, speaking skills refer to. What is the spelling of refer? So where is the error? The very first part is not correct. But we'll see if the words, you can learn some words. Speaking skills refer to the ability to speak or communicate freely on a specific topic. They are acquired. Underline the word acquired. Acquire means to get. Write the meaning. To get. To get. And write a typical combination. Acquire the skill set. Acquire the skill or acquire the skill set. Get the skill or get the skill set. What is the next one here? One can cultivate. Means cultivate has two different meanings. One goes with agriculture. You all know that, cultivation. But here again, cultivate means to make something part of your personality. To get something, to acquire something. More or less the same meaning. And what is the last one here? Practice. Underline the word practice and put a star mark. I'll write two words, then I will ask a question, you have to respond. First you write the word practice. T-I-S-C. Underline T-I-S-C. Then you write the word practice. T-I-C-E. Underline the word T-I-C-E. Now meaning wise there is no difference. Otherwise what is the difference? One is a verb, the other one is a noun. Which one is a verb? First one, very good. Please write verb. And the second one is a noun. It can be a noun, it can be an adjective. Also write the word adjective. Practice questions. Then it becomes an adjective. Shall we go to the next one? Question number 10. Gulliver's Travels is basically. What is the spelling of basically? Single T or double T? Sorry, sir. I'm basically double L. Yes or no? An easy one, you don't have to look beyond, but learning point of view, we look at this sentence. Gulliver's Travels is basically an adventure. Please underline Gulliver's Travels, one unit. They put a star mark. It is important. Why is it important? Answer my question. Here it is the title of the book, Gulliver's Travels. Is it in singular form or plural form? No, when you look at it, what do you think? Travels, singular or plural? Plural. There is an important rule. What is that rule? Titles of books, though they are in the plural form, they are considered singular. That you have to remember. Based on that, underline the word is, a singular verb. In the exam, they may give the plural verb, then it is not correct. It has to be a singular verb. That you have to recollect. Adventure, simple word, but there's an important word. Please underline C. What is the word here? Scathing. Write the meaning. S-C-A-T-H-I-N-G. Scathing means it goes with criticism. Very severe. Very harsh. Write one more expression. Very harsh. Severe criticism, harsh criticism, we use this word. Attacking someone. Have you got the meaning? Yes, sir. No, sir. Please say something. As such, I have a bad throat. I cannot ask many a time the same question. We'll go to the next one. Satire. Underline the word satire. Satire, I'm sure you must have heard. Satire on someone, satire on something. Write the meaning. It means something that is done, something. No need to write done. Something that is. Write the word sarcastic. Something that is sarcastic. Have you heard of this word sarcastic? What does it mean? You tell someone you are a very nice person, but you don't mean that. You mean something opposite. Then what is that called? You said in a sarcastic manner. Oh, excellent work, but you don't mean that. So satire is nothing but a joke or ridicule someone, not directly but indirectly. Sarcastic manner. Have you got the meaning? Any other word you have to learn? Other words are rather easy. Fine. Here options, only one word is important. Other words are simple words. Question number 11. Swimming, any problem? As a game has become quite popular. What is the spelling of quite here? What is this word? Please write two words. First you write the word quite. Quite, part of speech, adjective. It can be an adverb. Also write adverb. Actually we use it as an adverb. And write the meaning very. Quite means what? Very. Write one combination. Quite big. Quite big means what? Very big. Quite big. Quite interesting. Very interesting. So here it does not go. It goes with that context. Write the second word. What is the word that has been used? Quiet. Quiet, spelling is different, pronunciation is different. What is this word? Quiet. Part of speech, adjective. What does it mean? Calm. Write a few related words. Calm, you can also write words like serene, placid, serene place, quiet place, placid. They all mean the same, quiet. So is it the right word here? So what is the right word here? Q-U-I-T-E. Please make the, why is it jumping? So please make the correction. Q-U-I-T-E, quite popular. Underline the word popular. You have to write three words. First you write the word famous. Famous means known to many people. Write the meaning. Famous means known to many people. He is a famous person, means what? Many people know him. But you may know for a good reason, you may know for a wrong reason. Then you have to write two words. First you write the word popular. Then you write the word notorious. Famous, liked by everyone. Popular, positive word. Famous, hated by everyone. Notorious, negative word. So the combination notorious smuggler, notorious dacoit, notorious boss or underworld, whatever the leader, negative combinations. Popular actor, popular player, positive words. Notorious an important word. And any other word you have to learn. Other words are rather easy. But underline the word among. I will ask you a question, you respond. What is the difference between and among? You all will answer two persons or two things, more than two. Now write these two words. Answer the question with the same spirit. What is the difference between among and amongst? We use for more than two persons, more than two things. Then what is the difference? Don't say spelling is different. Amongst, imagine the word after the preposition begins with a vowel letter or a vowel sound. We have to use amongst. Consonantal letter, consonantal sound, we have to use among. In one exam, they gave a question, pillars, write one sentence. It has been divided. It has been divided as. Brackets, they gave two words, among, amongst. What will you use? Among or amongst? Why? The word after the preposition begins with a vowel letter and a vowel sound. Among is not the right word here. Have you guys said amongst? That is the right word. Why? What is the word after the preposition? As. As, what is the first letter? Vowel letter. Then we have to use amongst, not among. Not easy to answer. You have to know the difference. So that way it is important. Other words are rather easy. I'm sure you all know the meaning of the word stamina. He has a lot of stamina to run long distance. Means the strength, energy to run the long distance. We'll go to the next one. A speech is meant for a particular audience. Any problem with the word audience? It has, I don't know, something is wrong with this today. Take the word audience. It has to be informal. Anything wrong? Underline the word informal, as its aim is to create. I think I gave this word the other day. Remember, what is the right word here? A rapport. I told you guys, R silent, T silent. A rapport means what? A perfect understanding. I have a good rapport with the manager. I gave the same example, if you remember. And rapport goes with effective English, workplace. I gave one phrasal verb with the same meaning which goes with everyday English. Do you remember that phrasal verb? Get along. Please write that also. And the typical question we ask, do you get along with your brothers and sisters? Means what? Do you have a good rapport with your brothers and sisters? And you don't resort to sibling rivalry. Other words are rather easy. Please, I told you to underline one word. Which one is that? First you write the word formal and also write the combination formal English. When we talk about English, we use terms like formal English, informal English. What is formal English? Please write. Formal means, add the word English. Formal English means English used at the workplace. At the workplace. Could be an office, could be a factory, could be a company. At the workplace, comma, strangers and elders. Language used at the workplace, underline workplace, strangers, elders. Then you write informal English. Write the meaning. Language used with friends. Language used with friends and members of family. Not family members, members of family. With friends and members of family, use a different style. That is known as informal style. I hope you got the difference between the two words. Yes, sir. For God's sake, respond. I don't want to ask. I said I have a bad throat, sore throat. I don't want to ask so many times. We'll go to the next one. Each one of us should cultivate or cultivation. You have to stop there immediately. So what is the right word here? Should cultivate. Again, we have another problem today. Today, a lot of problems. One, my voice problem. Second, your response problem. Third, we had a problem with the network. They said no issues now, but looks like there is an issue. What is that issue? I'm not able to write. It's moving, jumping. Some technical problem is there. But why should we use the word cultivate? Why not cultivation? Tell the reason. First, you underline the word should. Below that, write helping verb. Please underline the word should and write helping verb. Then you have to think of an important rule. What is that rule? If you have to use a verb after any helping verb, that verb should be in bare infinitive. What does it mean, bare infinitive? Basic form without to. What is the verb here? Cultivate. What is the basic form? To cultivate. Without to, what do you get? Cultivate. So what is the right combination? Should cultivate. Have you got it? So underline the word cultivate and write bare infinitive. What is it called? Bare infinitive. I'm sure you know this term. Please write still, I would like to write. Bare infinitive. Means what? Basic form without to. Don't look at me like that. Does it sound familiar or it does not sound familiar? I think my students, they know this. I use regularly. We'll go to the next one. Any other word you have to learn here? So cultivate the abilities to face and solve different kinds of what? Problems. We can solve any problem with right and positive attitude and confidence. Underline the word confidence. I'm sure you will say, sir, we know this word. Why should we underline? That is not the intention. Now try to respond immediately. What is the opposite of confidence? That's the reason why I told you to underline. Please write the word dependence. Confident, opposite, dependent. Dependence means lack of confidence. You have confidence, you are a confident person. You don't have confidence, you are a dependent person. Dependent. Dependence, lack of confidence. Have you got that word? An important word. Any problem? No. So we'll go to the next one, shall we? Thank you. I appreciate your response. At Parliament Museum, technology and provide excellent support. More or less the same words, but you have to choose the right word form. Will you say innovativeness or innovation? Innovation. So what is the answer here? Second option is the answer. You're ready with the answer? That's highly appreciable. Technology and innovation provide excellent support to what? To the narrative of Indian democracy. Underline the word narrative and write the word story. Narration. One of the meanings, story. Narrative. Story of Indian democracy in this context. We'll go to question number 15. I think that set is over. Easy or difficult? Easy or damn easy? Damn easy. So what are these about? Pillars. If the P disappeared, and today also we have a problem with the key. Two questions, the key is not right. If the P disappeared, at the outset, before you go to the options, the face of the earth, what is the word you can think of? Disappear takes what? From. Yes or no? Disappear from. But the key says the answer is off. That is not the answer. Answer is disappear from the face of the earth. How many of you have chosen the third option? Very good. That is the answer. It is, but the key says the first option, which is not correct. Face of the earth, man would not only have 4 years left. People say all these things, but no one implements. That's a different story. We'll go to the next one. So easy or difficult? This one is rather difficult. Let us see how you handled. Gardening is a creative pastime. Underline the word gardening. And a right step towards the environment. Maintaining. A right step towards maintaining. Grammatically, no problem. Protecting, conserving, harnessing. First you write the meaning of the word harness. Harness means to extract. I'll give one nice example, goes from with you people. Write one example or combination. Harness your potential. Harness your potential. You all know the word potential. You have a lot of potential to achieve a lot. When we talk to the youngsters, we say, you should know how to harness your potential. Means what? Bring out your potential, extract your potential. Have you got the meaning now? And here, protecting, conserving. Conserving means what? Conserve means what? Protect or not? So these two are what? Synonyms. Again, it's moving. Harnessing is ruled out. Please mark this one wrong. Towards harnessing the environment. Which one have you chosen? Here, two words synonyms, then you cannot choose. How many of you have chosen the first option? What is the first option here? Maintaining. Raise your hands. Only a few. Which option have you chosen? If at all, let us respect that word, protecting. What is the difference between protecting and conserving? Answer my question. Conserve a species means what? Species conservation means what? Protecting a species. And which one is a better word? Protect or conserve? You have to go for that one. If at all you want to consider second and third, you should not go in favor of the second option. You have to go in favor of the third option. What is the third option here? Conserving. But why is it not the right word? Here, what is the subject? What is the context about? Underline the word gardening. Do you have to conserve the garden? It doesn't go with the garden. It goes with what? Protecting, conserving, these two words go with species, plants and animals, wild species. Garden you don't have to protect. I hope you got the contextual awareness. But what do? We maintain that environment. The right word is the first option, maintaining. I appreciate those who have chosen that word. So please write two words separately. First you write the word and write the meaning also. Conservation means protecting. But we also use another word, preserve. There is a subtle difference between these two. Preservation, conservation. What is the difference? They go hand in hand. When we talk about a particular ecosystem or a particular environment, we use the term preserve it. Preserve means let it be in the same shape. Preserve, you know the word preservatives. It goes with the food industry. Means you allow that to be in the same state, ecosystem. But conservation goes with an animal is endangered or about to become extinct, then you use the word conservation of that particular species. Have you got the difference? So these two don't go with garden, nowhere related to garden. The topic is about gardening, subject is gardening. But when it comes to the word gardening, why I told you to underline, some people are very good at gardening. They love gardening. For that there is one idiomatic expression. Please write that. I don't know how many of you know this. He has a green thumb. Have you heard of this? Write the sentence also. He has a green thumb. He has a green thumb. B is silent. Means he is good at gardening. Good at gardening. But brackets you write, this is American English. Americans say he has a green thumb. Britishers, and we also say, write the next one, green fingers. He has green fingers. She has green fingers. Don't take literally, no one will have green fingers. So what is the meaning of that? He has green fingers means what? Good at gardening. They have given in exams, some exams, do remember an important one. Now we'll go to the next question. Question number 17. See here, wildlife conservationists. They haven't used any other word. Wildlife. What is the right word? Underline the word conservation. Now you understand, you relate to what I've just said. Say that the Himalayan brown bear. Underline the word bear. Answer my question, bear is a noun or a verb? Or both? How many of you say both? Raise your hands immediately. It is both. First you write the word bear and write noun. Brown bear, grizzly bear, teddy bear, polar bear. Here it's a noun. But bear as a verb, again you write bear, write verb. It has many meanings. Please bear with me. I said sometime back, I made a statement. I have a bad throat. I have a sore throat. I may have to clear my voice quite often. Please bear with it. What is the meaning of bear then? Tolerate. One meaning. But why is this important as a verb? There are two forms. If you take the past form of this bear, bore. But past participle, there are two words. One is, please write this, very important. Also write born. B-O-R-N, born. B-O-R-N-E, born. What is the difference between these two? Very simple, sir, the letter E. So what is the difference? Born means to give birth to someone. Please write the meaning. B-O-R-N, born. To give birth. To give birth. B-O-R-N-E. This is important from the exam point of view. This one everyone knows. I was born and brought up at so-and-so place. It is always in passive voice because your mother gives birth to you. You are at the receiving end. But exam point of view, the second one, write the meaning. To carry something. B-O-R-N-E. Born means what? To carry something. And in one exam, they give a sentence like, have you copied this? Please write. This is the example I usually give. The Lord was borne by the donkey. Is this sentence right or wrong? What is the context? The Lord was carried by the donkey. Then what is the right word? Is it B-O-R-N or B-O-R-N-E? The Lord was carried by the donkey. Then we have to use B-O-R-N-E. Again, if you think of two typical combinations, diseases carried by air. What do you call them? Airborne diseases. Very good. Diseases carried by water. Waterborne diseases. Even these two combinations are very important. What is the right word? The Himalayan brown bear, here it is a noun, an animal. Two major threats. Faces, you can consider, hold that one. Can you say suffers two major threats? No. Has, I don't know, it's jumping. Has two major threats. You can consider, hold that one. Meets not relevant, and don't consider the fifth one. You have to decide between faces two threats, has two threats. But if you read a lot, you understand word combinations. An animal faces the threat. It's a typical word combination. And based on that, what is the answer? The first option is the answer. What is the first option here? The bear faces two major threats. First option is the answer. When you come across examples like this, you have to recollect a few words, important words. First, you write the word endanger. Endanger means what? Threatened. Write the meaning. I hope I'm not going very fast. You are able to write. Threatened. And today we talk about environment. We use expressions like endangered species. Means what? Threatened species. Danger. It is in danger. And then you write the word extinct. Some species are endangered initially. You don't do anything. After some time they disappear. Then what is the word you use? Extinct. Write the meaning of the word extinct. To disappear, a simple word. I will give a better word. To vanish. Vanish means same thing, disappear. From the planet Earth. Today do you see dinosaurs? What are these dinosaurs? Extinct animals. Now you got the meaning. You should also write one more word. Have you copied all these words? Write the word habitat. Habitat means home of a plant or an animal. Home of a plant, not literally home. Don't imagine your regular house. The place where a particular plant can survive or the place where a particular animal can survive. That place is called, it is like its home. For that we use the term habitat. And you should also learn two important words. I'm sure many of you know these two, but still please write. First you write the word flora. Flora means what? Plants of a particular region. Then you write the word fauna. Fauna means what? Animals of a particular region. So we talk in terms of extinction of flora, extinction of fauna. Typical expressions. Shall we go back to the questions? So you got the answer. Answer is what? Faces. Although Aurangzeb's predecessors, underline that word. So what is the meaning of that word? Those who worked earlier, those who worked before him. So write the meaning. Predecessor. Those who were in power before him. Those who were in power before him were towards the religions. What is a clue for you? Which word is a clue for you in this sentence? I'm scared to touch this. It is jumping. Underline the word although. Although expresses what? Contrast. Yes or no? So although Aurangzeb's predecessors were, you need a positive word or a negative word. How can you decide? Please underline towards the religions. He enforced strict Islamic. Based on this contextual awareness, we'll look at the options. What is the first one? Was silent towards. Now let me ask you a question. Aurangzeb stand negative. His predecessors positive. That means you need a positive word or a negative word. Positive word, that you have to know at the outset. So silent is a neutral word. Quiet, neutral word. When it comes to religion, we talk in terms of religious tolerance. Typical combination. What is the combination? Religious tolerance. Have you heard of that? So based on that, what is the right word you think? Tolerant towards. Answer is the third option. Ignorant is not the right word in this context. So how many of you have chosen the third option? Raise your hands. Ah, wonderful. Highly appreciable. You all know the word ignorant means what? A person who does not know anything. Ignorance. Ignorance means ignorant person. But there's a saying in English. What is that? Ignorance is bliss. Have you heard of that? Bliss means extreme happiness. Then you should wonder, how come ignorance be bliss? What is the popular saying? Ignorance is bliss. Means if you are ignorant, you are the happiest person. How? The reason for that, when you don't know anything, you are the happiest person. When you know everything, you are the happiest person. We don't belong to this category. We don't belong to that category. We are always in between. So we are always disturbed. You got the meaning? Is that set over? Now we have how many questions based on grammar knowledge? 7 questions. I said 5 questions are easy and 2 or 3, perhaps 4 are easy. So we'll check all the sentences. The first one, you have to respond. Especially 3 questions I want you to respond. Democracy is unlikely to break out in Beijing. Do you find any error here? But to answer this, first you have to know the meaning of the phrasal verb break out. Please underline break out and write the meaning. To start suddenly. To start suddenly or to happen suddenly. And usually it goes with, write the combinations. It goes with fire. It goes with clashes. It goes with war. It goes with diseases. Breakout of the pandemic. Remember the combination. Breakout of the pandemic. Diseases. And one more, not that important, volcanic eruptions. We don't have volcanoes over here. So if you know the meaning, then you can decide whether it is right or wrong. Now, what do you think here? Democracy is unlikely to start suddenly in Beijing. Seems right or wrong? Right phrasal verb? Yes? Now we'll continue with that. But the coronavirus crisis may create, is any problem here? May create what? An opening for, any problem? No. Opening for what? A softer form of authoritarianism. Here there is no error whatsoever. How many of you have chosen the 5th option, no error? Raise your hands. That is really appreciable. Because one phrasal verb disturbs you. Which one is that? Breakout. But breakout means to start suddenly. So contextually it says, democracy does not happen suddenly, but it may result in something else because of the pandemic. Have you got the context? Fine. Shall we go to the next one? What is the meaning of the word authoritarianism? Please write. Dictatorship. You all know the word dictator? So authoritative. Dictator, like a dictator. You all know Hitler, dictator. Sometimes we use at home also, that's a different thing. Question number 20. Many in the party elite, underline the word elite, means what? The cream of the party, the top people. Write the meaning of the word elite. I'll give a general meaning. Please write the general meaning. The rich and the famous of a society. The rich. You can have a look at the screen. the rich and the famous of a society. In the sense, a town, a city, every city you come across the cream of the city, the rich and the famous. Those people are called elite group. Have you got the meaning? So many in the party elite remain deeply skeptical. Underline the word skeptical. You got this word yesterday, skeptic. Who is a skeptic? A person who doubts everything. Of the Vermont senator, but rank and file, very important idiomatic expression. Please underline rank and file. Below that you write idiom. It is an idiomatic expression. And write the meaning, ordinary party workers. Ordinary party workers, brackets you write, not the leaders. Any party has a leaders, party has a workers. The ordinary workers are called rank and file. They have given this in many competitive exams, important idiomatic expression. So rank and file, voters do not share that, hesitate. Is there any problem? I hope you guys are listening. Anything wrong with this part? Yes or no? Which word is not correct here? Please strike off the word hesitate. That is the right word, wrong form. What is the correct form? Please write hesitation. Hesitate is not the right form, right word, but not right form. What is the correct form? Hesitation. Hesitate, verb. Hesitation, noun. Here we have to use a noun form. Do not share what? Answer has to be a noun. Hesitation. That hesitation. Now what is the meaning of the word hesitate? You are all hesitating right now. Tell me the meaning. Hesitate means to take time to do something. You don't do immediately. You take some time to do something. So write the meaning of hesitate. Hesitate means take time to do something. If someone comes and stands over there, he thinks whether to enter or not to enter. Then what do I say? Don't hesitate, please come. You got the meaning? Don't hesitate, please come. Any other word you have to learn here? Or you got the answer for that one? We'll go to the next one. Democratic candidates separated, underline the word separated, by their attitudes more than their policies. This is not that easy under pressure. Tell me which part is not correct. How many of you say second part? Raise your hands. That's wonderful. What is wrong with that? What is missing here? Verb is missing. Without a verb, there is no sentence in English. So in the second part, please add Democratic candidates are separated. Then it is correct. The word are is missing. They are separated by something. Why did I ask you to underline the word separate? In many competitive exams, more than 20 times they give this word. It goes with common errors. First you write the word separate, P-E. Then you write the word separate, P-A. Otherwise, same spelling. So which one is correct, the first one or the second one? Common error, people use the first one. It is not P-E. Mark it wrong. P-A. Separated. That is the correct spelling. Means to disclose. Also write to make public. To make public. And usually it goes with secrets. It also goes with information. Generally we say don't reveal your secrets. Means what? Don't disclose your secrets. Don't make them public. Here is it, how many of you have chosen the fifth option, no error? Raise your hands. That's highly appreciable. But others, looks like you have chosen a particular part as your answer. Which part have you chosen? Tell me which part. Please respond. Have you chosen the first one? Say yes or no at least. Have you chosen the second one? Have you chosen the third one? Have you chosen the fourth one? Why? What is wrong with made news by suggesting what his book may reveal? So you must have thought might reveal. No, it has nothing to do with reported speech. That's why I asked you. I know how you think. You must have thought here it has to be reported speech, may changes to might. It is not reported speech. Underline made news by suggesting. Made news by suggesting. That has nothing to do with the reporting speech. So you can use what the book may reveal. Nothing wrong with that. I hope you guys got it. Fine. We'll go to the next one. As I reached the hospital, I had found a great rush of visitors whose relatives had been admitted there for one or the other ailment. Remember the other day I gave the word ailment. Ail, what ails Indian economy? One example, I also said noun form, ailment. Means some problem, some suffering. Now where is the error? This also you got to read carefully. Only then you can spot the error. Please tell me where is the error? How many of you have chosen? There is the second part. There is an error in the second part. That is the answer. What is the reason? Here, please underline, as I reached, I found. Two things happened at the same time. For both we use past tense. Listen very carefully. As I entered, there was something. Something happened. So both the clauses we use past tense. Here we cannot use past perfect. So please strike off the word had. What is the correct sentence? As I reached the hospitals, I found a great rush of visitors whose relatives, first action is what? The relatives were admitted. Second action, I went to the hospital. First action, we have to use past perfect. Second action, we have to use past tense. But here, second, we have two clauses. Both should be in past. And the first action, underline, had been admitted. Which tense is that? Past perfect passive voice. Please write past perfect passive voice. Had been admitted. It is and also write first action. First action should be in past perfect. Active voice or passive voice, nothing wrong over there. So the error goes with the second part. I had found is not correct. It should be I found. Have you guys got it? Next one. Put a star mark this one. This you should be able to answer if you have already learned grammar, an easy question. First, answer my question. What is the subject of this sentence? Very good. Which part of speech is it? That is not the actual question. It is like the warm-up question. It is a pronoun. Now, actual question, which type of pronoun is it? This is the actual question. Please write indefinite pronoun. One, please write indefinite pronoun. Some students may think, then you listen to me. Some students may think, do we have to remember all these technical terms like indefinite pronoun, reciprocal pronoun? My answer, yes. What is the reason? 2018 and 2019, they gave a few questions. They gave a sentence. In that sentence, one word either in bold or underlined. And down, the instruction, the word in bold or the underlined word is a pronoun. Which type of pronoun is it? They gave the options. Personal pronoun, indefinite pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun. Now tell me, do you have to remember or you don't have to remember? You have to remember. Now what is the rule that goes with this? This is important in the sense it goes with common errors. A lot of people make a mistake. When they use one, they use either the personal pronoun he or the possessive pronoun his. But you have to use one or ones. Now tell me, where is the error? One should study the history of his country or one's country. Please correct. I cannot see how it is moving. I cannot write. Please strike off his and write one's country. One, once. one should always remember what he has to do. Right or wrong? Wrong. One should always remember what one has to do. We cannot use a personal pronoun. In my opinion, this is an easy question. Why? Based on grammar rules. Next question. It is interesting to note that the greatest lines in poetry, it is interesting to note that standard expression, no error, that the greatest lines in poetry, nothing wrong with this, are simple, nothing wrong with that, and yet, hope you're listening, and yet contrasting information, there is with them some quality. This is also a standard expression. There is with them some quality which makes them outstandingly great. If you have chosen the fifth option, highly appreciable. Who has chosen the fifth option? What is the fifth option here? No error. That is highly appreciable. No error. Why do I say it is highly appreciable? A lengthy sentence, unfamiliar context, and you are taking the exam under pressure, then choosing the fifth option. What is the fifth option? No error. You got to have guts to choose that. So that way it is highly appreciable. We'll go to, I think we have 5 questions, the last 5 questions. What do they deal with? Para jumble. Easy one, but we'll take elimination approach. You have to respond. See, only then you can remember. I will ask you a question, you have to respond. First you underline the word they. They is what pronoun? Can it be the first sentence? Don't consider. In spring of 1963, hold this one. Can you consider C? No. Why? Pronoun. D? No. E? Why? The definite article, the problem of, that is one thing. There is one more word. What is the other word here? Please underline the word does. Was does set. Then you cannot make it the first sentence. And what is the last one here? Accordingly. That cannot be the first one. So what is the first one here? In spring of 1963, an alarmed King Hussein invited a group of British scholars, scientists, and who else? Naturalists. So what is the first one here? B is the first one. And after that, first the noun, the king, then we use a pronoun. But how many sentences with he? 2 sentences. You can easily decide which one is first, which one is second, based on one particular word. What is that word? Underline the word also. That means that D is first, then you get C. So what is the second one here? First one is B, then you have D. He wanted them to conduct something. He also wanted them. Follows logically. Then what is the fourth one? You got 3 sentences. King decided to do something and he invited based on that some people. He wanted them to do something. He also wanted them to do something. Based on that, what is the appropriate word for continuity? Underline the word accordingly. No, next one is accordingly. Accordingly, an expedition of internationally known experts in conservation, botany, ornithology went to Jordan. So here the continuity is accordingly. Based on King's stand, accordingly something happened. So what is the fourth sentence here? You got B, D, C. After that, what is it? F. Then you have to use another pronoun. Here we have a lot of people. Then what is the pronoun for those people? They. What is the next one? A is the next one. They collected plants, birds, something, whatever. And what is the next one after that? What are you left with? The problem of conservation of forests and birds, nature started that time. Who has got this order? B, D, C, F, A, E. Raise your hands. Okay. Underline the word ornithologists. You see one word over there. What is the meaning of that? Who is an ornithologist? A person who studies birds. Write the meaning. A person who studies birds. Ornithology, study of birds. In our country, someone is considered father of Indian ornithology, Dr. Salim Ali, and he is the one who established Bombay Natural History Society. And what is the logo of that? Hornbill. This hornbill is a bird which lives in Silent Valley, Kerala state. Fine. That's all about today's paper. I think we have done with the paper, am I right? How many of you have got between 15 and 20? Raise your hands. Between 10 and 15, raise your hands. Fine. We'll have a look at the words, what you got yesterday. Now you have to respond. What is the meaning of drift? Two meanings. One is float, the other one, move away from the target. Rudder, end part or tail part that controls the direction of a plane or a ship. Morbidity. I did not give this yesterday. Please write. A suffering or a medical condition. A suffering or a medical condition means some health issue. You can simply write health issue. And nowadays we use one term, comorbidities. Have you heard of that? One major problem, then other related problems, we use that term. What is the meaning of aggravate? Make something worse. Provoke. Make someone do something wrong by annoying or irritating. Relieve. Relax or make free of responsibilities. Glue. Gum. Burnish. I did not give this word. Please write the meaning. Burnish means to polish something, to make it shine, to polish. P-O-L-I-S-H. To polish something. Polish something to make it shine. Credentials, I did not give this also. Generally we ask the question, what are your credentials? Means your credibility, your achievements. Write the word achievements. Credentials means achievements. Whatever you have achieved, your credentials. And what is the next one? Foster. To promote or to develop. To develop. But another meaning, to take care of, to look after. Empathy. To think from the other person's point of view or to put yourself in other person's shoes. Culprit. I did not give this. Write the meaning. Culprit means a person who has committed crime. Please write the meaning of the word culprit. A person who has committed crime. Someone has committed crime, then we say he is the culprit. Means he is the one who committed the crime. What is the meaning of decipher? Decode, scattered, dispersed, daunting, very difficult, frightening, intimidating. Poise, I did not give this also. Balanced, write the meaning. Poise means balance. Poised personality means balanced personality. He is always poised means balanced and composed. Alienate, to get isolated. I do not give this also. Please write the meaning of the word alienate. To get isolated. Tribal people are alienated, means they are isolated. A typical example. They are not part of the mainstream. Then we say tribal alienation. That's a problem. Ample, a lot. Distress, a situation where you don't see any hope. A disturbing situation where you don't see any hope. Then we use the term distress. Manifestation, something that is going to develop or going to become something. Incursion, attack, raid, skirmish, clash. That's right. Trivial, not important or silly. So that's